Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to solve the 3x3 Rubik's Cube. So get a piece of paper and a pen, because you're going to need to write some stuff down. Basic algorithms. An algorithm is a sequence of motions on the Rubik's Cube that will help you solve a portion without messing up other portions that you've already solved. So the notation for the algorithms are very easy. We're going to do the green side first. And I know it's the green side because the center tile is green. And on any odd-numbered cube, whatever the center tile is the whole side's color. So white would be white, green, this whole side's green, so on and so forth. Orange for orange. So if I say R, you're going to spin the right side of the cube with the green facing up for the first step. And we're going to do the green side, so this is always going to be facing up. If I say R, you're going to go 90 degrees clockwise with the right side. If I say R prime, you're going to go 90 degrees counterclockwise with the right side. If I say left, you're going to go left 90 degrees clockwise. Or L prime would be 90 degrees counterclockwise. U, which stands for up, or the top of the cube, you're going to go 90 degrees clockwise. U prime would be counterclockwise. F, or front, would be that way, clockwise. F prime would be that way. And then finally D, or down, which means the bottom of the cube, we're going to go 90 degrees clockwise, or D prime would be 90 degrees counterclockwise. So fairly simple stuff. So what we need to do first is we need to solve the green cross. We need to find 4 edge pieces, and that's what these pieces are called, edge pieces, that are green, that also match the corresponding color next to it. So if this is the green side, we need a green and orange cube to go right there. So let's start and let's find it. So the green and orange cube is right there. Again, green's always on top. So what we need to do is, since we have no other edge pieces here that we can't screw up just by moving the top, we're just going to slide this orange and green piece over to the orange side. That's where it needs to go. So this orange and green piece is in the right spot on the cube. It's just inverted. It's not you know, matching up, right? So what we need to do is we need to flip this one over. So this is where your first, this is sort of an algorithm. It's not necessarily one. This is more logic, this whole first side. But what we're going to do is we're going to, with this in the front and the green on top, we're going to go F prime, L prime, U prime. And it's going to flip it over, and it's going to be in the right spot, facing the right way. So there's your first part. Okay, now we'll do the yellow and green. So we need to find the yellow and green edge piece, which is right here. So again, always keeping green on top. We're going to slide this over to the yellow side, just right there. And if we go 180 degrees with it, again, just like this one, it's in the right spot, it's just inverted. So we need to flip this around. So now, because we already have an edge piece in place, we have to make sure that that stays in place when we flip this one around. So we're going to add an extra step from the last one we did. So here's how to invert a piece without messing up pieces you've already done. So you're going to go F prime, U, L prime, U prime. So that matches up the right way, and that's still where it needs to be. Okay, so far so good. So now we need red and green. So where's the red and green? Red and green is right here. So we slide that one over to the red. And what's nice about this one is because the green is on the bottom already, and this piece is already matching up, all we need to do is rotate the front 180 degrees. It's right there, and everything's still where it needs to be. So the final piece is the green cross, the white and green piece. Let's see where it is. It's right there. So rotate it over to the white side, and if again we inverted 180 degrees, you see that the piece is in the right place again, but it's not facing the right way. It's inverted again. So again, we need to keep these pieces where they already are. So we perform the little mini algorithm we did before. We're going to go F prime, U, to move the pieces out of the way, L prime, which flips the piece over, and then U prime to slide everything back into place. So now we have the green cross, and everything's matching up the right way. Okay? So now we need to do the 4 green corner pieces, as they're called. And again, just like the edge pieces, they have colors that need to be in the right place along with the green one. And since it's 3-sided, if this is, you know, this corner, which is the green, right, the green corner, the yellow corner, and the red corner, we need to find a green, yellow, and red corner piece. So let's find it. So it's right here. Green, yellow, oh, I'm sorry, and red, right? Not orange, yeah, okay. So that's not the right one. So where is it? Green, yellow, and red, right there. Green, yellow, and red. But it's in the top right corner of a different side. So how do we get it out of there? We rotate this down. We move it over to the right side, which is the yellow, red, and green. So that's the right corner. And then we go back to this side and flip that back up. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to, the piece that you want to put in the right place, in the top corner, you need to get it right below it, where it needs to be. So again, if you look at the cube on an angle, you see that that's yellow, that's red, and that's green up there. And then this piece is the green, yellow, and red piece. So if it's got to go here, we want to put it right below it. So this is kind of the first algorithm you're gonna learn. So to get this piece up here and correlated the right way, with the green on top and that piece facing you, you're gonna do the following algorithm: R prime, D prime, R, D. You see that the piece is there, but it's not correlated the right way. So we're going to continue to do the algorithm over and over again, the R prime, D prime, R, D algorithm, until the piece is in the right spot and facing the right way. Sometimes you have to do it 3 or 4 times. So that was once, so we'll do it again. R prime, D prime, R, D. Still not there. R prime, D prime, R, D. There it is. So yellow, green, and red is in the right corner. Okay, so now we'll do this corner, which is white, red, and green. And the piece is already there, so we don't even have to put it anywhere. It's already in that spot. So we can do the algorithm that we just did because the piece is already in the place. It also works if the piece is already in the place that it needs to be and it's just correlated the wrong way. If it's not, however, you need to put it in this bottom right corner. So since it's already there, we'll just start the algorithm anyway. R prime, D prime, R, D. Still not there, so we'll do it again. R prime, D prime, R, D. It's there, but it's facing the wrong way, so we'll do it again. R prime, D prime, R, D. R prime, D prime, R, D. So there it is, correlated the right way and in the right spot. White on white, red on red, green on green. Okay, so now we need the white and orange piece, and again, it's in the right spot. It's just not correlated the right way. So again, this is how you do it for all the corners on the top face, the same thing. So since it's there, we'll R prime, D prime, R, D, R prime, D prime, R, D, R prime, D prime, R, D, R prime, D prime, R, D. There it is. Again, you just do that over and over again until it's correlated the right way. So now the orange, yellow, and green piece is in the bottom right corner already where it needs to be. But let's say it wasn't. Let's say it was somewhere else. So we need the orange, yellow, and green piece. So we look around for it. There it is. So we move it over on the bottom to the bottom right corner, right underneath where it needs to go. So it needs to go here. We move it there, and we do the R prime, D prime, R, D algorithm until it fits. R prime, D prime, R, D. It's there, but it's not facing the right way. R prime, D prime, R, D. Nope. R prime, D prime, R, D. Nope. R prime, D prime, R, D. Nope. R prime, D prime, R, D. Okay, so there it is. The whole first side is now done. The first tier, if you will. Okay, so now to solve the next section, which is the second tier, what we're going to do is we are going to flip the cube over so that the blue side is now on top. Now here's where you're going to have to start writing down some of these algorithms. That first one I gave you was very simple. You can memorize that. It's just RD, RD, but the first two are inverted. So here's where the algorithms come in. So what you need to do is you need to find an edge piece, so one of these four pieces, that does not have blue on it anywhere. So this one's got orange and blue, so we can't use that. This one's got red and blue, so we can't use that. This one's got red and white, so we can use that one, and this one's got orange and yellow, so we can use that one. And what I mean when I say use them is what we're going to do is we're going to line up the front face with the corresponding color. So it's white on front, so we're going to rotate it over to the white side, and red is on top, and that's what you want to look for. Once it's lined up, you want to figure out what color is on top, and then it's either going to, the corresponding color to what's on top will either be on the right or the left side of the cube. In this instance, it's on the right. Now, say we were to use the yellow and the orange piece, it would still be on the right, so it doesn't matter. So let's use the white and the red. So this, I call this the right algorithm, because when you line up this, again, an edge piece that does not have blue in it, you line it up to its corresponding color, you look at the top color, and then you match it up if it's right or left. You're going to do a different algorithm for each, depending on where it is, if it's right or left. So this one's on the right. So this is the right algorithm, as I call it. And it's with this facing you and blue facing up, you do up, right, up prime, right prime, up prime, front prime, up prime, front. And you can see it's starting to solve the second layer already. Okay, so we need to do that step again until the whole second layer is solved. So now we've got a piece that's got red and blue, so we can't use that one. That one's got red and yellow, so we can use that. Orange and blue, can't use that. Yellow and orange, we can use that one. So if we line up that, the yellow with the yellow, the orange is on top, we're going to have to use the right one again. But let's see. Yeah, either way, if we line up red, yellow's still on the right. So it doesn't matter. You can line up either one, and we'll do the right algorithm again. So, again, U, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, F prime, U, F. And again, you can see the second layer is starting to be solved. There's only two pieces left that need to be fixed. Okay, so we've got an orange and a blue on top, can't use that. We've got a red and a blue, can't use that. We've got a red and a yellow, we can use that. That's the right again. And we can do white and orange. Alright, so here we go. White lines up with white, and orange is on top now. And orange is the left-sided color. So now I can show you the left side algorithm for the second tier. So again, the blue facing up, the white facing you, the orange on top and orange on the left, you do U prime, L prime, U, L, U, F, U prime, F prime. So most of the second tier is now solved. There's one piece still not in the right place. And you see now on the top where the blue is, we've got a blue and a red, a blue and an orange, a yellow and a red, so we can use that, and a blue and a white. So we can't use that. We can only use this one. So we line up the yellow with the yellow. It's red on top, red's on the left, so we need to use the left algorithm again, which is U prime, L prime, U, L, U, F, U prime, F prime. And voila, the second tier is solved. So, now for the toughest part, the top face. This is the most complicated one and has the most algorithms, because now you have obviously most of the cube solved, and you need to solve one tier without screwing anything else up. So it's not super crazy hard, it's just a little more involved, and takes a little getting used to. So once you've solved these two bottom tiers, or top tiers, however you want to look at it, call them bottom because we're doing the top. So once you've solved these two bottom tiers, you're going to be left with a few different situations on top. And since we're doing the blue side, you want to kind of pay attention to the blue once the rest of this stuff is solved. So you're either going to get what I've got here, which is this blue L right there. Sometimes it'll be like 4 blue squares in a row, but it'll always be an L shape. You'll either have that, or you'll have a blue line, either this way or this way, or you'll have the blue cross. And the blue cross is what we actually are trying to get, just like we did the green cross before. So right now we have the L. So in order to do it this step, what's going to happen after I do this next algorithm is it's going to give me the blue line. That way or that way, whatever. But I have the L, it's going to give me the blue line next, no matter what I do, as long as I do this algorithm right. So what you want to do is you want to line up one of the colors with its corresponding color, which is right there. Yellow on yellow is fine. You could do orange if you want. Obviously you can't do blue because there's no blue side colors. But so once you have that lined up, you have to do this next algorithm with this L in the top left corner of the cube. You can't do it any other way. That won't work, that won't work, that won't work. It has to be in the top left corner. So this is a fairly simple algorithm too. I call this the L algorithm, or the line algorithm, because we're going to do the same exact algorithm once we have the line, and it's going to give us the cross. So here's the L. Now with the L on top and facing away into the left, the top left corner, you're going to perform this algorithm. F, front, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. And just like I said, there's the blue line. So now we've got the blue line. What do we do from here? You're going to perform the same algorithm that we just did, the FRU, R prime, U prime, F prime algorithm, with this line horizontal. It has to be horizontal. If you do it this way, it won't work. You can do it this way, but I always do it with the colors that aren't blue on the bottom. That always seems to work for me, because sometimes you'll end up not getting the crossing and you'll get the L again if you don't do it the right way. Okay, so we have the L, it's horizontal. Horizontal L, we're going to do the same algorithm we just did. Again, blue on top, that horizontally. We're going to go F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime, which gives us the blue cross. Okay, now that we have the blue cross, we need to match these 4 edge pieces with their corresponding color. Sometimes right out of the gate, you'll get all 4 matched up. Most of the time you won't. Most of the time you'll get 2 like this adjacently, like we have yellow and red that are right. Or you'll get 1 on one side and then 1 on the opposite side. Either way, you perform the same algorithm that I'm going to show you now, which I call the middle algorithm because it's to solve the middle corners on the top face. As I have it here, I've got 2 adjacent to each other that are right next to each other. If you have 2 that are across from one another, so like say the front and the back, perform this algorithm with one of the matching colors in the front and the other one facing away from you. But ultimately what you want is you want to have 2 adjacent ones. So I have the red and the yellow. And this is very important to hold the cube so that the 2 matching colors on adjacent sides that you have are on the right side and the back side. So one on the opposite side away from you, and then one on the right side. And perform the following algorithm. Right, or R, U, R prime, U, R, 2U, which means 180 degrees. So it doesn't matter which way you go because you're going 180 degrees. R prime, U. And now you'll see all the middle pieces are now the same color. And we still have the blue cross on top. So, now we're in the home stretch. We just need to solve these top 4 corner pieces and everything will be fine. So you want to look and see if they're in the right place. They're not going to all be, almost never, you'll never get like them all in the right place, correlated the right way. It just usually never happens. But what you will get is you will usually get one or two that are in the right place. So this is the white, blue, and red side. And we have a blue, yellow, and red. So that one's not in the right place. This one's red, blue, and yellow. And this one's white, blue, and red. So that's not in the right place. We've got yellow, blue, and orange. We've got white, orange, and blue. So that's not right. And then we've got yellow, blue, and orange, and obviously that's not right either. So you will get that sometimes where none of them are right. And if none of them are right, it doesn't matter which face you start this next algorithm on. If one were in the right place, you'd want to start with that one in the top right corner facing you. But I'm sure we'll get one right after we perform this algorithm. So here's the algorithm to fix the corners. If you have none right, again, as long as blue's on top, it doesn't matter how you hold the cube, which way color you start. Front, on, doesn't matter. But it's up, right, up prime, L prime, U, R prime, U prime, L. Okay, so now let's look. We got blue, yellow, and red there, and that's not in the right spot. Orange, yellow, and blue, that's red, so that's not right. Red, white, and blue, that's not right. Okay, so here's a right one. We have the orange side, the blue side, and the white side, and the corner cube is blue, white, and orange. You can see that. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the same algorithm we just did, but with that piece that's in the right place, just not correlated the right way, facing us in the top right corner. So we'll do that algorithm again. U, R, U prime, L prime, U, R prime, U, L. Okay, so now let's take a look. So now we've got the orange side, the blue side. The white side, blue, white, and orange. That one's in the right place, just not correlated the right way. We've got white, blue, and red. Blue, red, and white. That one's in the right place, just not correlated the right way. That one's in the right place and correlated the right way. So that means this one has to be in the right place if the other three are. So here's how we finish the cube. We're going to use the same algorithm we did earlier to fix the corner cube on the green side. Remember we did R prime, D prime, R, D? Well, we're going to do the same thing. Once they're all in their right spots, just not correlated the right way, you have to start on one of with the top right, one of them that's in the right place but isn't correlated the right way. So this one's correlated the right way, so we're not going to start there. We're going to start here. And we're going to do just that same algorithm we did earlier. And there is a difference, though, once this piece is in the right place, and I'll show you when we get there. So here's what we're going to do. Do that algorithm. We're going to go R prime, D prime, R, D. Still no good. R prime, D prime, R, D. And just like before, if it's not there, just keep doing it over and over again. It'll show up eventually. R prime, D prime, R, D. Still no good. R prime, D prime, R, D. That last D is very important to turn that last time down, because even though when you just go up and that piece looks like it's there, sometimes you forget to spin the bottom one, but you have to do that in order to finish the cube. So you're holding on for dear life. Once you've done that, you've put this up and spun that, because this was like this already. So once we've gone up and we've done that last D and this is in the right place, hold on for dear life. Don't move the cube, don't do anything other than spinning this top piece. I know it's going to look like it's screwing up what you've already done, but trust me. So once that's in the right spot, you're just going to rotate the cube 90 degrees clockwise so that the next piece that is in the right place but not correlated correctly is in the top right, and you're going to continue doing the RD algorithms. So again, we'll start it again. Right prime, D prime, right, D. R prime, D prime, R, D. R prime, D prime, R, D. R prime, D prime, R, D. Again, make sure that you do that last D. See, now that one's in the right place, correlated the right way. Again, don't move the cube, just spin the top 90 degrees clockwise. Now that one's there, and I know it looks like it's screwing up the cube, but trust me. So we're going to do the same thing. R prime, D prime, R, D, 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 and the cube is now done. And that's how you do it. Any questions, you can post in the comments section. And hope you have as much fun with this thing as I do. And once you get a little better at it, again, write down all those algorithms I told you to write down, and the rest will definitely come just with playing around and practicing, and you can start doing it faster and faster and faster. And if you really want to learn how to like speed cube, there are some other methods to fix this thing that are much more complicated and harder to do. But I mean, if you get really good at this, you can still do it in under a minute. You know, I mean, unless you're trying to go for the world record or something, this is probably the best and easiest way to do it. So I hope that helps, and have fun.